Good morning. Welcome back to AM Prime. So this morning I am joined by Elizabeth George, aka Lady Aeisha, who has carved out a powerful space in Calypso for nearly 3 decades. A 3-time Tuco Humorous Calypso finalist and a mainstay of the Kaiso House, now the Kaiso Dynasty. She continues to keep audiences laughing while thinking. As the 2026 season approaches, Lady Aeisha is gearing up to shake things up once again with her brand new song, Wrong Order, which we will hear a little in a little bit. So this morning we're talking to her about her journey, her love for humorous calypso, and what we can all expect from her latest song. Good morning, Miss George, and welcome to AM Prime.
Pleasant morning, Naomi and Trinidad and Tobago.
So, just off the bat, want to get a little background of your journey, your personal journey as Lady Aeisha. So take us back to the beginning. What first drew you to Calypso? This was back in 1997. And how did that first performance at Kaiso Caravan shape you?
Okay, I came from a musical family. My uncles were the DJs. That's Fatman George and Sir Fatman George and Hurricane George from early in the early 60s, right? Mm-hmm. So we always had music in our home. I always liked to sing and dramatize everything, overdo everything, have fun. I was involved in Best Village in the early 80s. So somewhere along the line, it had a competition in work where I worked at Airports Authority, and I decided to take part in that competition, right? And I came second. A worker came to me sometime after and tell me, girl, you know, you have something special. You better go for a little more. But I always wanted to sing calypso. I always wanted, you know, because I love Sparrow and those guys. So I went and I auditioned for the Calypso Caravan in 1997, and I was accepted. I sang the song "A Feeling," written by the late Merchant, right? I dramatized my tune as usual. It was a soca, yeah, but put in my little humorous flair in it.
Yeah.
I sang there for a few years, and then I heard about a tent opening called Yangatang. I said, what? That is drama and bacchanal. I'm missing that kind of thing now. So I said, look, let me come out of this calypso. I'll find it a little tame for me. Let me go and explore a little more into the little drama and bacchanal. So I went and joined the Yangatang several years after. I sang there for a few years. I did some work in the Willa Festival. After a time, I felt I said, oh gosh, this bacchanal good enough. I'm missing something. I'm missing my little calypso. So I went back and audition. So went on audition with the Icons, that is Crocro Tent, and I was selected. It was going good. I sang there for a few years, and then I decided to, okay, let me go and try Kaiso House, you know. So I went and I was accepted. And, you know, everybody fine, you know, humor is my thing. I know humor is my thing. And that is where it started.
Right. So, I
mean... From 2006 in Kaiso House, which is now Kaiso Dynasty.
So these various tents, several tents from Kaiso Caravan to the Yangatang, and now the Kaiso Dynasty, how did these different spaces help, you know, shape your comedic style then?
Well, the Yangatang bring out the real thing in me, right? And then I put my calypso with my acting, because I used to do acting in school. I came out with an award in drama and so on. I win Best Actress in Best Village in the 80s. So I joined the two together. That is my calypso experience and my singing experience with my drama. And that worked for me well. In my calypso tents, you know, it shaped me well. Yeah. I get to use the stage and get, you know, experience.
So, why do you think humor is something that remains so important in calypso even today?
Well, humor is a thing that people need because it's too many sad things you keep hearing every day on the media. We don't want to hear all them sad things. I just try my best not to listen to too many sad things. People need to hear a little, well, put God first and put a little humor in your life now. Smile a little, even though, you may have your problems. Everybody have their problems. I have plenty problems. But I don't take on the problems once I put God first and then put a little laughter in my thing. I just let everything stay where it is, all the problems.
Right.
People need humor to make them feel good, and it's good for your health.
Yes.
And
I guess that's how you strike your balance between humor and then the serious commentary
Yes.
in your songs. So
Social commentary.
let's talk
Yes.
about your new song, Wrong Order. Let's hear what is it about? Let's get into that first.
Well, Naomi, I always in my phone because I don't have no man, I ain't lucky with a man and them. They always feel they could use me. But die nothing. Every time I check in my phone, I dig in my phone. That's my companion. I keep seeing what? Dating site. I said dating site. Dating site. You could date. Good. Dating ain't bad at all. So I decided to I said, let me try one of them people on this dating site thing now. And I went into it. So I ordered a nice elderly man because I have to do with a little companion though. I said, let me order for this elderly man. Naomi, they send the wrong man. The wrong order. So, I wanted a elderly man, but they sent the wrong man, which is a young, strong man.
Right.
Hey, look at this bacchanal. So this man now, I tried this man out, boy. This man nearly killed me. They mix up this order. And they send this young fella. I get licked. You understand? Oh, Lord, for over an hour.
I mean, the story itself is very creative. What inspired that story to come up with that story?
That story is really my writer, Mr. Ronald Ford. He always pen these ideas and I interpret it, and that is where it came from, my writer, Mr. Ronald Ford.
Right.
And the music itself, I decided to put a little bounce in it now. I don't like the traditional and everybody trying to move away from the traditional long time beat. That is why so we use a bounce in it. And the mix was done by Kendall Holder.
Right. Yeah, the song itself, I mean, I think this is the perfect time. We can play the song and then we could come back and just kind of talk about it a little bit. So I want to cue that song now and let everybody hear it.
Sure.
Okay, so that was the instrumental, I believe.
Oh,
What?
he didn't give you the lyrics.
No, we
Oh,
got the lyrics. So what we'll do, we'll play it at the end because I think we got it mixed up. So
okay,
that's
no
all right.
problem.
But we can wrap up here first,
Yeah.
and then we can play it at the end. But we got we got an idea, right, of the song, and I heard you singing a bit. Um,
Yeah, well, I couldn't hear nothing to sing. I thought I sing it.
well, you can still sing a line. Sing us your favorite line
Uh-huh.
or your favorite
Okay.
part of the song.
Living by myself too long. I call a dating agency in town. Call to order a ageable man. They mix up the order and send the wrong man. They send a young man, handsome and slick. I say he could never do the trick. Never judge a book by the cover. He bring goods for lunch, dessert, and dinner. They mix up me order. Send this young fella, I get licks for over an hour. They mix up me order. Trying to recover. Them dating sites, them have real killer. Living by myself too long. I call a dating agency in town. Call to order a nice ageable man. They mix up the order and send a young one. I had to use smelling salts, lime alcohol, be rum. On top of that, he say, turn wrong. My rose garden wanted a little fun, but he come for a full marathon. They mix up me order. Send this young fella, I get licks for over an hour. They mix up me order, trying to recover. Them dating sites, them have real killer. Boom. Two verses.
Very entertaining, honestly. Very entertaining. Um, what, I mean, just based on this, we have this song. Can we expect more songs from you heading into 2026?
This is the song,
This
one
is
song,
the
because that
song.
tend is only
Right.
they give us the opportunity to just use one song. So this is the one.
Nice.
Drama and Bacchanal. The third verse is even more Bacchanal.
Well, hopefully we'll get to hear it afterward. But
Yes.
you know, when people talk about when people talk about Lady Aeisha years from now, what do you hope that they say about your contribution to Calypso?
Well, very few people sing humor, right? They'll say, I was one of the few people. You say, grace my state, the humor, very few females, and they will say they'll remember me for my witty songs, my great contributions. People do appreciate my songs. They look forward to hear me yearly, I'll be remembered. Indeed.
You're right. And before we let you go this morning, where can fans, just give us an idea, it's the Kaiso Dynasty, but where can fans catch your performances for this season coming up in 2026? And how can they stay connected to your music, whether it's through social media, any online platforms?
Well, as you said, through social media, or they can call me, if they want me to do any little special thing to, make them happy, to sing my humorous songs. I have quite a few wonderful ones, and they should come and support that tent. That is the dynasty, Kaiso Dynasty, the best song, the best tent in Trinidad and Tobago for 2026.
Yeah.
The Kaiso Dynasty.
We actually had earlier this year, we had a few people from the Kaiser Dynasty come on and speak with us, and it's exciting. The tent itself is exciting, so we're excited to see what we can expect for this carnival season coming up, and we'll definitely keep an eye out for Lady Aeisha.
Yes, that would be great.
Thank you so much. Elizabeth and Elizabeth George, aka Lady Aeisha, for coming on this morning, for sharing your song. And we wish you all the best heading into the 2026 season.
Thank you for having me on this wonderful program, Naomi. God bless.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of AM Prime this morning. I'll just confirm if we have the song yet. So we'll end with the song, but before we go, I just want to leave you with this. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. So that's your quote for today, to think about, to meditate on, and I will see you back here again tomorrow morning. So stay safe, stay inspired, stay informed. Bye-bye.
Living by myself too long. I call a dating agency in town. Call to order a ageable man. They mix up the order and send the wrong man. They send a young man and some man slick. I say he could never do the trick. Never judge a book by the cover. He bring goods for lunch, dessert and dinner. They mix up my order. Send this young fella a get licks for over an hour. They mix up my order, trying to recover. Them dating sites, them have real killer. Living by myself too long. I call a dating agency in tongue. Call to order a nice ageable man. They mix up the order and send a young man. I had to use smelling salts, lime, I call a rum. On top of that, he say, done wrong. My rose garden wanted a little fun, but he come for a full marathon. They mix up my order, send this young fella a get licks for over an hour. They mix up my order, trying to recover. Them dating sites, them have real killer. I start singing Amazing Grace. He take a pillow and cover my face. From the bed, end up on the ground. My feet up in the air too long. He walk with a whip and a strap. But wait, I never ordered that. I ain't get legs since primary school. Why they send them erotic tools? They mix up my order, send the sledgehammer. He do until me liver nearly puncture. They mix up my order, touch my gallbladder. I get every cent of my dollar. Told the agency I big and fat. Don't send no man who want crab back. I not in the bed edge thing. The wheelbarrow will have him panting. I never ever ever order body paint. And to choke me till I'm close to faint. How they put in them kinky stuff. He bring blade to shave me nuff. Look, they mix up my order. Talk about drama, no whipping was in my order. They mix up my order. Send this young fella, you'll get licks good and proper.